Hello and welcome to the Ninqueso Exploring Japan channel, where I am on a journey to find out everything I can about Japan, the people, the culture, the food, the language, and today we are looking at some more of the mythology. Now, if you missed the last video, I will leave a link up if I remember. I reacted to a video which was like based on Pokemon and which one's sort of based on mythology. It wasn't all about Japanese mythology. So I thought I would delve a little bit deeper into that subject and actually find a video that's got nothing to do with the Pokemon, Gengar, and just sort of go a bit more into the creatures of Japanese mythology. So let us get comfortable and have a look, and let's see what scary things lurk in the mythology of Japan.
Kitsunes is one of the most common Asian folklore creatures. The Japanese version of kitsune is regarded as a benevolent and cunning creature, like all foxes.
Aww,
they were known as Zenko, the goddess Inari's messengers. Yako were malicious foxes and could harm human beings. According to some legends, they assumed the form of a beautiful woman and attempted to wed men.
It's always the beautiful women, isn't it, you gotta watch out for.
Men from good families, or even married for true love, being able to maintain human form for indefinite amounts of time.
They got ears. The ears would give it away. You know, if the beautiful woman has got fox ears, maybe question things.
If one of these foxes reached the age of 100, it grew a second tail, and its magical abilities would reach a new level. After 1,000
Does that mean Ninetales is 900 years old? Sorry, this has got nothing to do with Pokemon.
years of life, the fox would become a Kyubi no Kitsune, the famous nine-tailed fox.
See, why wasn't that in the Pokemon video? Ninetales.
Reaching an almost godlike status.
That explains that.
Konoha Tengu lived in the mountains near Shinto temples and usually played tricks on unsuspecting monks, or would chastise the misbehavior of anyone who had committed bad acts.
He looks mischievous in that picture.
The Tengus were martial arts masters, particularly in the use of swords, and could defeat the most skilled samurais themselves without using any of their powers. The ability to fly, to blow strong gusts of wind with their wings, to teleport, to shapeshift into the form of humans or animals, and
a lot of
shape-shifting
going on here in Japanese mythology.
Nightmares or bring forth premonitions were amongst the abilities the Tengus possessed. The ninjas fueled the legends about the Tengus and were often compared to them. The ability to disappear in the blink of an eye and accomplish things that would have
seemed used to wear
impossible
those masks, then?
led many to believe that these shinobi were true Tengus.
Shinobi, heard of that game. So what's Shinobi then? Is that just like a master type ninja? I need to look into that. I need to find out what Shinobi is.
The Wanyudo are frightening yokai.
That is
These
quite
creatures
scary.
bear the resemblance of a giant head attached to a burning ox cartwheel.
Yeah, I can imagine that would be pretty horrific to see coming at you. Does it roll or does it fly? It just like turns and the head gets really dizzy.
According to some legends, this head belonged to a sinful monk or a terrible and tyrannical daimyo who became a yokai to pay for his sins in life. His purpose is to serve in hell, and he derives great pleasure from the suffering of the spirits that go there. Some legends say that he is also responsible for warding the gates of hell.
Okay.
The Wanyudo patrols the roads of the mortal world, looking for sinners to draw their spirits to hell. Therefore, when its wheel is spotted or heard, people usually run away from the roads and hide. The sight of this terrible yokai can be enough to destroy a life.
That is quite scary.
The kappa is one of the most famous and feared yokai in Japanese culture.
I've heard of these.
This amphibious humanoid creature with a turtle shell, scaly skin, and a hole in its head filled with water is part of many tales and legends. It lived in lakes, streams,
I can't think what the kappa. There's something very similar in Harry Potter, isn't there? The water demon thing that draws people down. I'm sure there is. That might be why I've heard of it, but I've definitely seen that kind of image before, but I don't know where I've seen it.
Swamps, attacking anyone who came near its territory. mainly children, women, and fishermen. These beings were strong, but lost that power if they ran out of water in the hole over their heads, and could die if they ran out of water for too long. These beings were often considered evil, but in some tales they are just mischievous and tricky. Cucumber is said to be one of their favorite meals. Therefore, festivals were organized with offerings of cucumbers to the kappas to soothe the spirit of these yokais.
If you're walking around on the lakes, make sure you got some cucumbers on you.
The komainu are the famous lion dogs of Japanese folklore, commonly found at the entrance to Shinto temples. The komainu are fierce and noble beasts. They act as guard dogs and prevent evil spirits from entering temples or houses.
So they're good yokai then?
They are depicted as stone or wooden statues.
Yeah,
They
I've definitely
always
seen
form a
things like that
pair,
before.
A male and a female. The male always has his mouth open, showing his sharp teeth. His function is to protect the outside of the building. The female, on the other hand, always has her mouth closed, protecting the inside. Legend says that if the komainu detects the presence of a spirit, or of an evil yokai, it frees itself from its statue form and fiercely defends its territory.
So they're good to have around then. It's nice to know that they're not all like evil, malevolent things, that some of them are actually like fighting a good fight, doing good for everyone.
Cover different yokai and their diverse forms, but some are truly exotic, like Karakase Obake, who is a yokai that emerges from an umbrella that turns 99 years old. He then goes on to have a single eye, a mouth with a large tongue, and a leg in place of a hurdle. Despite scaring children and ladies, they are harmless and disappear soon after being spotted, but not without a good laugh.
They're just naughty little nuggets.
The bakezori is a ghost sandal.
The ghost Zor is amazing.
According to Japanese folklore, these utensil-shaped yokai can dash around the house, and the sound of their footsteps frightens the residents.
Does it?
When the
Where's
owner
my
of a pair of
Zori
sandals would lose one of them for no reason, it is believed that the bakezori can become bored and, in search for further excitement, leaving its owner barefoot.
Aww.
The Oni is a demonic creature from Japanese folklore.
That is quite an impressive
yokai,
thing.
similar to the trolls or ogres of Western culture. A large, strong, and very scary creature. His most common color is red,
pretty scary.
but he can also display other colors. The Oni spend their days in hell, tormenting and torturing the souls of mortals who head there. On the mortal plane, these creatures enjoy the taste of human flesh. For this reason, Onis were greatly feared, for their mere presence was a sign of bad luck.
I can imagine.
One of the
Anything that's going to eat you is like kind of a scary thing.
Oni's favorite weapons is the kanabo, a kind of iron-tipped club. The Onis are one of the most common yokais in Japanese culture. They are in literature, theater, and of course, anime and manga.
I can't have ever heard of them before.
In ancient Japan, when a man disappeared in the snow, it was customary to blame Yuki Onna.
We've heard about
She
this
is
one
a
last
yokai
time.
in the form of a very seductive young woman.
Pushes you off cliffs and
When a
freezes
man
you.
walks in the snow at night, he may encounter Yuki Onna. And if he is attracted by her singing or calling, his fate is sealed. In some versions, they were vampire-like creatures, able to suck the life energy from their victims. In others, they draw the person away from their destiny, causing them to get lost in the snow or distract them until they freeze.
Where's the cliff pushing?
In the coldest winters, the terrible yokai would invade the homes of humble people and freeze all the residents. Yuki Onna symbolizes the dangers of winter, warning the people to always be vigilant against the risks of the harsh winters.
Good advice.
The Kirin is a sacred yokai from Japanese folklore. It has a horse-like
What was that? Killian.
body, but covered with scales like a dragon, with a
Aw.
pair of deer-like horns. His mane, horsehair, and tail are all aflame, but in spite of its impressive
Like Rapidash.
appearance, it is a benevolent and quiet being. This creature's apparitions are extremely rare and usually precede the coming of an enlightened ruler. For this reason, they are a harbinger of good things to come. The Kirin is not capable of harming any creature. Hence, some legends tell that the creature glides over the grass so as not to harm the plants.
So as not to set fire
the
to
Kirin
it,
can
really.
sometimes appear to have a single horn, which is why it is also called the Asian unicorn. These animals are portrayed on statues in front of temples as symbols of protection and good luck.
Okay. Can't say I've ever heard of these before, though. Was that it? They were some of the incredible creatures of Japan. It's quite interesting. I'm sure there's like loads and loads more. If you've got any like good recommendations for videos that cover like yokai and things, let me know down in the comments, and I will take a look at them, because I'm quite interested about all this. But that was a video by blah 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 blah. See you in history / mythology. If you did like their video, I will leave a link down in the description. Head on over to their page and go give it a like. But if you did like my video, then pop on down and give my video a like. Don't know why I'm gonna leave it. I want to like a cute one. Where's a cute picture to leave it on? I don't want that head. There were some foxes earlier, wasn't there? Yeah, let's leave it on that picture of the fox. That's a nice one to leave it on. But that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for making it through to the end. I really appreciate it. It's nice for the watch time average. And like I say, if you did enjoy this video, if you do give it a like, share it with people as well that you might think they might also like it. Just anything like that. It's going to help my channel grow and get seen by more people and encourage me to do more and to do more. But until next time, just be nice to people. Bye.